we're back to learning Gimp in a year, day 34. Let me show you two more features. When it comes to selections, we create a new empty layer. It's transparent and I create this selection. You can see the marching ants. And if you go to select invert, you can still see them, but now they walk in the opposite direction. And it simply means that the outside is now selected. So inversion inverts your current selection, and you can use that principle. Let me use it again. And this time I make the foreground color red, and let me put that on the same layer. I left click again using the bucket fill tool, and now I go to select none. Let us start fresh with a new empty layer, and we can do that, for example, here with the ellipse tool and the rectangle tool, and we can even combine the selections using the second mode. I've shown you all of that in previous videos. Let us create a fantasy shape here with this selection combination of rectangles and ellipses. I make it black and I left click on it. I still have my selection. Now I go to select invert. I make the foreground color red, and you can see I now have the outside selected. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to know what is actually selected, but there is a tool that helps you. You can find it under Windows, talk about dialogues. It's called the Selection Editor. It's a fancy name, but it's basically just a preview window. I'll open it here and you can see everything that's white is selected and everything that's black isn't. So if I go to select invert, you can see how these colors flip. So it's a good tool for orientation. Sometimes that can be very helpful. And when you go to select none, you can see everything is now black as nothing is selected. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.